Welcome to my channel. Today's guest, we have Sabrina. Sabrina's YouTube channel is Magical World of Thrifting. I highly, highly, highly recommend you go down and checking out her channel. She is almost at 5,000 subscribers. How many? You have like over 3,000 now, don't you?
I'm slightly over the 3,000. Yeah.
But that's close to 5,000.
Yep. You know? Almost there.
Yeah. So I highly recommend, if you're watching this video, go down, check out her channel. She does a lot of fun reselling videos, and she shows a lot of tips, and the way she does it is she's just always fun. So please go down, check out her channel. I'll have her link to her store and also to her YouTube channel in my description. Thank you so much for being here, Sabrina.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about reselling, and then, get to know you a little bit better. What kind of work, Sabrina, did you do before reselling?
So I do have my bachelor's in finance.
Yeah.
And then I worked for several years. I worked for a small company that did Apple computer repairs. And I didn't actually repair computers. I wish I knew how to do that.
Right. I know.
But I did like all the like behind the scenes things, like everything you can think of with like bookkeeping, HR type stuff, customer service stuff, purchasing, like all kinds of things like that. So I worked for that company for several years, and then my the owner passed away.
Aww.
So after he passed away, I just decided that I would go full-time selling because I was already established in it. And it just seemed like, okay, it's the right time to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So how long have you been doing it full-time then?
A little over a year.
Yeah. Oh. Do you like, I'm sure I already know the answer, but I don't know, but do you like this better?
So much better. Oh my gosh. But what I don't like is how inconsistent it can be. Like you can't like rely on a certain amount on a paycheck every week. So, and it has a lot to do with how hard you want to work. So you got to be really disciplined. So
and that's the key word. It can be stressful at times, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're like hustling for that, you know what I mean? Those sales and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get going back? You know, I know you said you had the store before you already had a store established. How did you get started reselling?
So I've always been selling on eBay and a little bit of Poshmark for like many years. Like I've been on eBay since like the early 2000s selling. But it was just like random here and there if I had something around the house that I wanted to sell, make an extra couple bucks. But when I was in Colorado, I really wanted to go on a family vacation to Walt Disney World. So I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to do like this thrift to resell thing. Let me just like try it out and see if I can pay for our Disney World trip. So that's what I did, and it worked, and it was awesome, and I kind of got addicted to doing it. So that's where it all started, and that's where the magical world comes from, because Walt Disney World is the most magical place on earth. So that's where I got the name for my YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's a catchy name.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So do you remember your most profitable item that you sold?
I can't remember what it is, but a recent one that I got that I feel like I sold it for a lot was a Little Mermaid poster. It was just a poster, but it said like gallery, like Disney gallery on it. And I realized that it was sold like at the Disney parks, probably Disneyland. And it was just like this picture of Ariel swimming with the dolphins, and it was really cute. And it ended up selling for like $350.
Wow.
And I only paid $1 for it. So
I
that's one of
know.
the more recent ones that.
That's exciting though when you get stuff like that, when you find it, especially when you think, oh, I might get $20 or 25, and here you go and you get. So did you have it listed at an auction or buy it now?
Buy it now. I rarely ever do auctions.
Yeah. So did you research it before you listed it up then, or did you not really know too much about it?
Actually, I know somebody that has, what's that one website called again, where you can go and look at like really old.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the one you're talking.
It's like at the tip of my tongue.
It's I know the one you're talking about. Okay. I forget it though.
So one of my friends has that. So they looked it up for me, and that's how much it sold for, was around.
Is it Worth Point?
Worth Point. There you go.
Yeah. You know what else is a good one? Colville's Antiques and Collectibles has one too. You know, they have like one of those ones where you go through all that stuff, but yeah.
Well, I think that eBay's Terror Peak is really awesome.
Yeah, I don't use it too much. I should, but I don't. You know?
You sell on?
It's on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari.
And which one do you like better?
Well, I love when I get Poshmark sales because those are so easy to ship. I just grab one of my free USPS boxes and print out the label, and we're good to go.
Right.
So I love getting Poshmark sales, but my main jam is eBay, and that's just because I get a lot more sales on eBay. So that's my number one focus.
Right. That's how I am too. I some of my Poshmark sales, they pick up, here and there, but it's not as good as eBay. eBay's like,
Mm-hmm.
The only thing with eBay is like the item specifics, they take so long. You know what I mean? Like Poshmark and Mercari are so easy and fast to list on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cross list?
eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari.
eBay, Poshmark.
Yes, I use the Vendoo app to cross list.
Oh, you do? Because that's what I was just going to ask you. Do you use Vendoo? Yeah.
And I cross list from eBay. So like I do all of my listings on eBay. So like when I'm listing things, I don't even care about what's going on Posh and Mercari.
Right.
I'm just focused on what does it sell on eBay, and I'm just focusing on selling it on eBay.
Right.
And then once they're up, and then I upload them onto Vendoo to cross post. I just cross post them, but I don't do any additional research. Like I don't think, do I need to adjust my price because it sells for less or more on these other platforms? Like I just don't care.
Right.
Because I just feel like eBay's my jam. I'm trying to sell on eBay. And if I can just happen to sell it on these extra platforms without doing a lot of extra work, then that's great.
Right.
That's just kind of the way I see it.
Yeah. Because I know some people, they'll change like their titles and stuff around. Because, people, but one thing about cross posting is they may see a lot of people know that people cross post, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they'll go and they'll look on eBay to see if you have it marked cheaper too. So that's a benefit of cross posting, because they'll check eBay to see if they can get it cheaper from you.
Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes it does come out being cheap, even though I don't really change anything as far as the price goes, but just depending on how much a particular platform is going to charge for shipping. Like if I have a t-shirt, the shipping's only going to be $5 on eBay, but on Poshmark it's going to be, what is their shipping now?
Like $7.95 or $8.95. Yeah. So now, have you ever ran into where it sold on both places?
All the time.
Do ya?
It just happened to me.
Times. Huh?
It happened to me yesterday.
Did it? Probably when did it happen? What time did it happen?
Actually, no, it was 2 days ago.
Was it?
But there's a funny story about this. I just have to tell you really quick.
Tell me.
So I sold this t-shirt. It was a little girl's t-shirt. It was only an $8.99 free shipping.
Yeah.
And I guess I had sold it on Poshmark like a year ago and never took it off eBay. And it's been sitting in my eBay store for a year. Someone buys it. And I'm like, dang it, I don't want to have another like defect on my account. And I know some sellers will just select that the buyer asked to
Where did
change
you
their
sell
mind.
it at? I'm sorry. Where'd you sell? Did you sell it on eBay or on Poshmark?
It's originally sold on Poshmark. And now someone came and bought it on eBay.
Man, on eBay.
Yes,
Man.
that's the worst one, right? So I didn't want to say that the buyer changed their mind because I don't want to throw them under the bus, but I also didn't want to say that either. So I'm just like, you know what? I have more t-shirts this size for my daughter's old shirts. I'll find them a nice shirt. I'll ship it to them and I'll refund them. And I'll just be like, I'm so sorry I messed up. Here's a free t-shirt. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to cancel the order,
I do stuff like that too. If I can't find something, offer them like $10 more credit, whatever. I don't, what I mean?
Yeah. I do that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So then I send them a message and I let them know what happened. And they responded and they said, oh, my granddaughter was really looking forward to the shirt. Like kind of like they sounded disappointed. And I was just like, oh man, well, at least they know, I'm going to still ship the shirt. And then they got the shirt and then sent me a message and I thought they were going to say, oh, thank you for the free shirt.
Oh my God.
But instead she says, I think you sent me the wrong shirt.
Oh my God. So what did you say then? Like now what?
Oh my gosh. But so I went back and I read my original message. I'm like, did I word it in a way that sounded weird? Like they wouldn't understand? But to me, it was perfectly clear.
Yeah.
And easy to read and understand. Like, I don't know how they got mixed up. So then I just responded and I said, oh, I did mention in my last message that I didn't have the shirt. I super apologize for the inconvenience. This other shirt was just a free gift because but you've been given a free refund.
It's nice that you did that though too. You know what I mean?
I just hate canceling orders.
I know. Like, do you source then?
Depending on how much inventory I have, I would say I probably source like once or twice a week. I'll go Friday mornings to the yard sales. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes on Thursdays, I'll go thrifting. Yeah. And then if I'm not doing anything on Saturday, which a lot of the times we are out doing things with the family and stuff. Yeah. But if I'm not doing anything on Saturday, then I'll also go to the yard sales on Saturday.
Is your thrift stores close to you?
Yeah.
Are they? That's good. So are mine.
Yeah. I have two that are like, one is like a 9-minute drive and the other one's like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah, that's good then. Do you have any mom and pop stores around?
Yeah. The main one that I like to go to, it's one of those, it's kind of big, but it's owned by a church.
Oh, they're good ones.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really love that one because their prices are decent. It seems like it's kind of starting to go up a little bit, but it hasn't gotten to that point yet. It's not like Goodwill prices yet. So we're still doing good with that. But I really like too that, like, I know that whatever money they make, it goes to like the community and stuff like that. So I like to support them.
Yeah, I like the Habitat for Humanity ones, you know what I mean, with the pets and stuff. Any kind, I like those little stores like that. They have good prices too. Mm-hmm. So does your family help out, or are you the only one doing it?
I'm the only one. When I first started, my husband would go to all the yard sales with me. We have so much fun. Yeah. And then one day he just decided that he didn't like doing it anymore. So he doesn't go with me. Yeah. But especially since we moved, because we used to live in Colorado and we moved to Southern California. But when we lived in Colorado, he would find a lot more stuff at the yard sale of things that he liked. So not only was he helping me find stuff, but he was also finding stuff for himself too. Like our old house had like a huge basement that was like his game room. It had like all the space to like have stuff. But when we moved to California, we don't have a basement. He kind of had to like downgrade his stuff. Yeah. So he doesn't really like going that much anymore. And my daughter wants nothing to do with my reselling business. Like she rather, like I've offered to pay her to help me with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't want to do it. She'd rather do chores around the house. Like she'd rather wash dishes and clean the bathroom than help me take pictures.
Yeah, maybe because it's mom. You know what I mean? Not to say, but
Yeah,
you know how it is, how kids are. Like, you know,
exactly.
maybe it's just that. Maybe she'll grow out of it, though. I know
I
when I
know,
was younger,
like
my
that's
mom,
easy money.
I know. So, what's your reselling routine like?
It changes per day depending on what types of items I'm listing. Like if I'm having, like today, for example, was a clothing day. So I'm listing all clothes. And I like to take pictures of the clothes before I make the listings because that's normally when I catch flaws. So like I hate when I do the listings first and then I take the pictures and then I find the flaws and then I got to go back and I have to update the description. I have to change the price.
Yeah, I
So
never
I
did it
just
like that.
like,
Yeah, I never did it like that. I didn't do any listing at all today. I was messing around all day.
oh,
I didn't do any listing. I deleted quite a few things. So I'm thinking I have to get, I just got to get it together with it, fix it up. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel my eBay store needs so much cleaning up. And I told myself, I'm just going to leave everything there for now and wait to get through Q4.
Yeah.
And then once we get into the new year, that's when I'm gonna do a major like delete session.
Yeah. So now, do you do promoted listings at all?
I do. I promote at 6%.
You do, yeah. Do you do, because I don't promote. I did maybe once or twice, but I don't promote. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it though, but do you promote everything or not?
Everything.
Yeah. I just think
I just
so
have it
much
set that way I don't have to like enter when I'm doing my drafts. I don't have to enter like what percentage I want because it just automatically, all my listings just all automatically go to 6%.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You could set it out what you want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried the minimum. I've tried 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10%.
Yeah.
I've tried everything. And to me, I just feel like 6% has been where that's like the spot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Productive.
I would say early in the morning.
That's how I am.
Like right after I drop my daughter off from school and I come home. And so my husband works from home too, but he's normally really busy like in the mornings too. So she's at school, he's busy working. I've had a fresh cup of coffee, refreshed for the day. That's like my time where I just like buckle down.
You're in the zone. Yeah, that's how I am. I just get up and the older I get, the earlier I get up. I was up at freaking 4 o'clock today. I thought, Patty, don't turn the light on till 5, you know? So what kind of things do you like to sell?
So my main things are clothing, toys, media, and like collectibles.
Yeah.
But my favorite, so those are the things that I do sell, but my favorite things to sell are like Barbies and vintage toys. And I really like selling media too because they're just so easy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of it. I got like 5 and she called me, I have to go back on Thursday. I got like 5 cases of tapes, you know, cassette tapes. I didn't go through them yet, but a lot of them are like, I don't know, some of them are like country, you know, nothing, but still, you know what I mean? To making a YouTube channel. Yeah, and you're so bubbly, you know, and that's why when you're on my channel, you're just always smiling, and you know, and I see when you're helpful to people, though, you know what I mean. But you're always bubbly. So what's your favorite type of YouTube videos to make?
Oh, I love doing my ship with me videos.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. Yeah, you're good at them, you know?
I kind of wish that I could just only do those videos.
Well, but
that's when I feel like I can be myself the most. I wish that I could be that type of YouTuber that could just sit and just talk to the camera about how they feel about things, like a podcast type video, but I'm just horrible at it.
It's like, what do you talk about for like, I think of all these bright ideas, but I think all those, I'm not going to get into it, but I started a daily thing in the morning and that didn't last long because I'm thinking, what am I going to talk about every day? You know?
Yeah. And then it's like, I really do have a lot on my mind that I feel like I could talk about, but at the same time, I just don't like getting into like controversies or like opinions because I just don't do well with criticism and stuff like, so I just know myself, right?
Yeah.
Like there's some people that it just doesn't bother them and they're just like, whatever. But for me, I'm different. Like, so I know myself and I know the types of things that I need to avoid talking about.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I like that. Like there's a lot of things I don't talk about and I don't say because I just like staying in my own lane. You know, like I hate drama. Like I hate it. Like I hate it. Do you any of your friends resell? Like not online, but any of your local friends?
No.
No. Yeah.
I know like a couple people that do it kind of like on the side a little bit, but no one who's passionate about it like how I am.
Yeah. Schedule.
Yeah. I film my ship with me videos on Friday. And then they go, and then I have them go, I want to say live, but I don't know if that's the right term. They're posted on Tuesday mornings.
Yeah, well, that's good though. You have a schedule.
Yeah, and then I try to post again on Friday, but the Friday video, it can be like anything, like you don't know what it's going to be. You know, it can be like a thrift with me or maybe just like on a random subject or something like that. But this week got a little bit off because I accidentally posted my Tuesday video on Monday.
I was watching it. I didn't comment on it because I got deterred for whatever reason, but I seen that. You said something about that. I'm like, oh God. But
I know, I was just like, oh no.
You know? You still got it up. You know? Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Sabrina, again.
Of course. And then also don't forget, Patty's also on my channel. I interview her and ask her a couple questions. So if you want to see that video, I'm going to have that on my channel too as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that interview too. I didn't expect it I know you asked me about it, but I didn't expect it for the same day. I wasn't really prepared, but that's okay. We got it done with, you know.
Yeah. I think it came out good.
Yeah.
5,000 subscribers. Let's help get her there. All right.